Hello, my name is Todd Summers, Director of Research and Development for SoftWrite, and this video will discuss the operation of the Omni Distortion and Stacked Antennas modules that are new in TAP 7.2. To find these, you go under the Utilities tab, and here you'll find under Antennas Tools, Omni Antenna Distortion and Stacked Antenna. We'll start with Omni Antenna Distortion. Click here. At the top, you can add a description. In this case, I call it Test Omni. If you select Auto Description, that will automatically assign a description based off the parameters you enter when you wish to save the study to the TAP antenna library. If you have that deselected, it'll just use whatever's up here in the description. So you enter a frequency, gain, dBd or dBi, relative, mounting distance, this is how far you're off the tower, and the width of the tower face at the mounting height. So you enter these parameters here. You'll select one of the antenna mounting configurations, 4 for a triangular tower, 4 for a square tower, and then another one for monopole, which is a new addition. You select your gain reference, either max or average. And then if you wish to also have an antenna pattern associated with this, you can click on the lookup and it'll open up the TAP database, antenna database, and you can select an antenna in here, for instance this one here. Click OK, and it'll be used for the vertical pattern for this new distorted pattern you create. So when you're ready, when you set all these parameters up top, you can click on the compute button, and it will show the distorted pattern here in the graphic, as well as the vertical pattern you've selected here in your elevation pattern. These are now combined in a single pattern. Here it shows the computed max, 1 dBd at 274 degrees. The min over this range in 1 degree steps is minus 9.4 dBd, and then the difference here is 10.4 for this particular case. If you wish to search over a range of mounting distances to try to minimize this difference, you can click on the Minimize Distortion button here, and it'll search. In this case, it comes back as 1 meter. So if I had that set for like 3 meters and I searched Minimize Distortion, it would settle on 1 meter and fill the value here. You can show the antenna mounting on the graphic here if you'd like by clicking here. You can copy the image to the clipboard here. You can save this as an image file here. And you can also generate a report if you'd like. When you have everything set up the way you'd like, you can click on the Save button, and this will save it to an antenna to the antenna database. It'll load up initially with the description you've selected up here as the description for your antenna. Otherwise, if you don't have anything here and you have auto description set, it'll automatically load parameters here with a description automatically. Click Next, and then you select the library to which you want to add it. So in this case, I'll do Imported Patterns, Finish, and now it's been added to my Imported Patterns database, which I can then use in my other studies. If you wish to have any information about any more information about Omni Distortion, the module, the ranges of applicability, things like that, when you should use it, what it all means, what the parameters mean, you can hit the F1 button while you've clicked here. It opens up Omni Pattern Distortion in the context-sensitive help. Go here to Omni Pattern Distortion Utility, and it has a full set of information about the source for this. This is off Antenna Specialist Company, model developed empirically years ago, and then the range of frequencies which should be used, how do you use this for antennas that are outside of this range, for instance 1500 megahertz antenna, and then more information here about the actual module itself. So this can be all found in the help, the context-sensitive help. So we will close this. Let's go to Stacked Antennas. In Stacked Antennas, you'll create a list of antennas that you want to include. So click plus here. You select the antenna you wish to include. Click OK. Click plus. Select another antenna you wish to include. I'll just do a similar one. Click OK. Just as an example, you can set the relative powers for these. So you could have one transmitting at 5, one's transmitting 2 watts. Orientation, one at 90 degrees in this case, one at 135, just as an example. You give it a description, similar to you did previously. You can also do auto description, which will autofill the value when you save it to the antenna database, or I can just do test and then whatever value I want. You can put your gain reference here, DBD or whatever else. It'll use the gains off of these, the main lobe gains off of these two antennas you've selected and combine them. Assuming a stacked configuration, you can insert connector loss if you like. And then when you have everything set up here in terms of the antennas you'd like, click on the compute button, and it'll calculate the combined pattern from these two in a stacked configuration. This case has 13.3 dBd of gain with a max at 117 degrees. You can copy this image to clipboard, you can save this image file, you can generate a report, or you can save it. Click Save. It brings up that same description that we set here. Click Next, and you select the library in which you want to go, Imported Patterns, click Finish. And now you've saved your stacked antenna, and you can use it in your studies. So for a particular study, if I want to go and select it, so click Close to close it. Go to Copy Cheyenne Mountain. Go under, let's edit it. Go to Transmitter Antenna. Open. And I may already have a couple copies of these in here, but if I go to Imported Patterns, I have my test Omni, which is one I had created previously. There's the test stack, which I just created. And I believe this actually was the test Omni that I created, and the test Omni. So those both there. I can select either one of them, click OK, and now I can use it in my study. So that's been a quick overview of Omni antenna distortion and stacked antennas, new modules in TAP 7.2. Happy tapping and have a great day.